peeps, how's it going? It's been a minute since we've done this. I almost forgot how to do it. But we're back. We're back doing this live stream watch party. And this is going to be a good one. For the guys who have not seen the news, shout out to everyone in the chat. How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys have had a good day. But for those who have not seen, on I don't want to say surprising news since I made a video on it yesterday, but in less fortunate news, Blake Griffin went ahead and had the knee surgery. There is no timetable for Blake Griffin to make his return. He's going to go, they said, to extensive rehab. I have no idea what that means. More than likely, we won't see Blake Griffin again this season. I feel it's what's best for Blake Griffin because I want to see Blake Griffin have a comeback season. I'm tired of hearing people say he's injury prone, and I'm tired of seeing star players like this get ruined to injuries. It's sad. It's sad to see when people get to that stage in their career, but hopefully he can recover from this and bounce back and come back next season and play pretty well for us. But we can't look into the future for right now because the Pistons are in a weird spot. Right now, they can tank. If you want to go the tanking route, tanking doesn't work in the NBA though. But they can go that route, which I don't think they will. Or they're only a couple games out of the 8th seed. You compete, fight hard, and make a run at this thing. Because without Blake Griffin, you're not guaranteed a thing. You know, you can't look at the schedule anymore and be like, that's going to be an easy win. And they shouldn't be doing that in the first place. But when you lose a guy who can go off for 26 points, I believe that's what he averaged last year. When you lose a guy like that for the year, someone's got to step up. And that's going to be Sekou Doumbouya, and it's going to be Christian Wood. You're going to see both of those guys get a lot more minutes and a lot more opportunities, and so far, they have looked pretty well. So we'll have to see where this is going to go. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see Sekou get meaningful minutes in more games. His first 3 games, he's gone against Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, LeBron, and he's been averaging 12 points, almost 9 boards, and he's got a steal in each of those games. So it's not jumping out of the box score numbers, but they're pretty productive numbers, and I'll take it. The guy's only 19 and is playing against some of the most well-known names in the entire league. Hey, I can't expect more of a rookie. I really can't. And this might be crazy, but if he's going to get a lot of opportunities like this, it's early in the season where if he plays well, which I don't know how well he will play, but he has a shot at Rookie of the Year. Statistically, he's going to have some great, fantastic games and help the Pistons get some W's. But it's early enough in the season where if he plays extremely well, he would be in that category. Not saying he is in there right now because I think Ja Morant's got it locked up right now. But, I mean, there's enough time where if he blew a lot of people away, he'd probably come in that conversation. Even then, if he does play really well, a lot of people are already kind of penciled in Ja Morant for that. So we'll have to wait and see. But he's got an opportunity here to make a name for himself and to establish at 19 as a rookie a reliable rotation in this team. Rather it's going to be a starter or a bench whenever Blake comes back. He's already shown us that he can play power forward, and he's already shown us that he can play small forward. As long as he's out there on the court, I'm not going to complain. I do like having him at the 4, just for the ability to create mismatches. A lot of 4s are going to have a tough time keeping up with Sekou. I mean, this guy, I did not expect him to shoot the ball as well as he did, with as much confidence as he's been shooting it with. I mean, the guy's shooting the ball, and it looks like he's just going in because he's feeling it. He's not trying to do too much, which I think that's a lot of what rookies do when they come in here. You're getting ahead of me, Devin. Calm down. Slowly roll. But his confidence is coming in right away. It's amazing. Maybe playing the first couple months in the G League worked for him, but his defense is what really what won a lot of people over. He didn't back down from LeBron. LeBron was getting all the whistles, all the calls, pretty much tackling Sekou, and Sekou's not getting anything in his favor, and he didn't back down from it. And again, it's not like he dropped 30 points on him. He only had, like 11 or 12 points on him, but I'm okay with that. What's going on, man? I like his promise, and I like the effort, and I feel the kind of just the shift in the locker room has changed. All right, I'm gonna go do this real quick before the game starts. I'm gonna turn the volume on. I have to take a leak, and I should have done this before I hit play on the go live. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna turn the volume on in case the game starts, but I should not be gone that long. So I'll see you guys here in a second.
Pistons basketball on Fox Sports Detroit is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Consumers Energy. Count on us.
All was well in 2016 when the Cavaliers delivered Cleveland's first sports championship in 52 years. LeBron made good on a promise, and Kevin Love was a champion for the first time in his career. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cleveland. Mickey York getting ready for the Pistons and the Cavaliers here. Their second meeting of the season. But in tonight's Taco Bell take, we wonder where the love has gone. LeBron has moved on. A NBA rookie head coach has moved in. And Kevin Love's frustrations have seemingly reached a boiling point. On New Year's Eve, it all came to a head. You could see Love visibly frustrated on the sidelines, screaming into a towel. He would eventually take his frustrations out on the bench, and for those actions, the Cavaliers said they were going to fine him $1,000. Turns out the fine ended up getting rescinded. Love and Cavaliers GM Kobe Altman eventually had a meeting. They cleared the air, and all appeared to be well. But then prior to Saturday's game against the Thunder, Love took to Instagram and sent out a cryptic message with an image of the Joker and the caption, "Mood." Perhaps that was a pretense of things to come, because during that game, Love looked disinterested at times. Beeline calling for him to come over and set a pick for Colin Sexton here. Love didn't agree with the play. He walked down on the post where he saw a mismatch with Chris Paul and demanded the ball. The ball never came. Love eventually works his way back up to the key and then snaps a nasty pass over to Osman. It got worse from there. He seemed to lose interest on the defensive end of the
You guys got Kevin Love throwing a temper tantrum lately?
And then after the game, he responded to more accusations. He said, look, he has learned that we live in a world where people remember accusations and not rebuttals. Fact is, I love my teammates, despite the fact that it looked like he was giving up on them. Love, after shoot-around today, took the time to clear the air.
That's not going to happen moving forward. There will be some frustration. There will be some human moments.
I'm eating some cheeseburgers. Let me get a second, and I'll put it back on.
I've told you guys all along, I read like a damn cheap novel, and I wear my emotions on my sleeve. But, I need to be better.
Love did not play Sunday for scheduled rest, but is in uniform and expected to start tonight. Pistons and Cavaliers tip it up next on Fox Sports Detroit.
Where do you guys got Kevin Love getting traded to?
There was a health fair where I work. Just so happened that medical weight loss was there. I couldn't ask for a better.
I don't know who's all interested in him, but there's definitely some teams out there that could use him.
It's more than just a weight loss program. It's basically saved my life. Stick with the program because it works.
Lose 40 pounds in 3 months guaranteed when you call 1-800-GET-SLIM.
Detroit's not gonna get Kevin Love. What's going on, Pin Bob Sponge? I like that Raptors. The Raptors could definitely use them.
If you drove a Jeep vehicle, you could get out there and see for yourself just how good a bad road can really be.
Ooh, Kristaps and Kevin Love. Not very good defensively, but offensively, that'd be pretty nasty.
The new 106.7 WLLZ Detroit's Wheels. Classic rock that rocks. Ozzy, Metallica, AC/DC.
What do you mean they confirmed it?
Pearl Jam, Van Halen. The new 106.7 WLLZ Detroit's Wheels.
Oh yeah, you know I'm watching the playoffs, man. What's going on, Dr. Nuke, a.k.a. Dr. Fu?
Presented by Metro.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Cleveland and the newly renovated Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
Because the Pistons aren't going to trade for him.
By Henry Ford Health System. There's the rookie Sekou Doumbouya making his fourth consecutive start. Joining him, Bruce Brown, Steve Mihailuk, Tony Snell, and Andre Drummond.
Oh,
For the Cavaliers tonight,
Christian Wood goes back to the bench.
Kevin Love. Certainly a big part of what they do tonight. Love will be joined by
Can you guys hear the game, or do I need to turn it up a little bit? Let me know.
Sexton City, Jenny Osman, and Tristan Thompson, and we are underway. Johnny Kane and Greg Kelster with you. Mickey York also on the broadcast here tonight. This is trying to go inside early. Andre Drummond, a little turnaround, gets an easy buck in the paint, Greg.
A lot of movement that ended up with Andre with 2 feet in the paint, and I like it. Whenever he gets that close to the basket, his percentages are really good.
As Osman able to get past his defense.
I can turn it up a little bit.
Outstretched arm of Andre Drummond.
Steve Mihailuk that time falling victim defensively with Jetty Osman. I think he may have been relying on Andre to be there.
All right.
But to no avail.
That's back on.
Tony Snell working off the screen. Had a little bit of a lane. Uses the window.
Took his time, didn't he?
With the new setup, I can't tell how
Came to him.
this is going to work because I'm a little bit further away with the mic stand.
Colin Sexton. He's active underneath. Gave it up to Thompson. Back out to Sexton. 10 on the shot clock. Working against Andre Drummond.
Ooh, good move by Sexton.
With a reverse up and under.
He's an excellent ball handler. One of the rising one-on-one players in the league. Can get his own stuff against anybody.
They call him Young Bull. How about Young Doumbouya with a 3-point try?
See, even Sekou's shot, man, it looked like it was going in.
They got a young backcourt. Here's Garland with the left. Tried to give it up to Thompson. Not much room. Knocked away. But a whistle.
Good D, though. Good D.
Here's Colin Sexton. I mentioned.
Count the dribbles. I mean, he's going to get a bunch of them. And he's going to weave his way through a couple of Piston defenders to get a reverse layup. With a little pressure provided by Andre. There's John Beeline doing his coaching, doing his teaching over there.
Yeah, Colin Sexton in his second year out of Alabama.
I am not a huge fan of the Cavaliers uniforms. Gonna be honest with you.
They lean on Sexton a lot. 31 minutes per game. That's the most on the team. As Thompson makes the
Yeah,
first.
I have cable.
Johnny, I have a game plan for you. And it's brought to you by your Ford. Your Southeast
I don't see.
Pistons.
I don't know why Cleveland would want to trade him if they are.
Cleveland, one of the poorest teams in the league, at getting back. They give up a lot of transition points. And
But hey, I won't complain if they trade him to us.
winning convincingly
Not one bit.
More than a month ago, only 12 turnovers in the game. Proved to be a really good ingredient to winning that basketball game. Do it tonight.
Bruce Brown. He'll go to the line for a pair. That foul will go against Darius Garland. That'll be his first. Yeah, I liked it. Obviously, the first meeting here, we're going to see them. It's a home and home. We'll play them again Thursday back at our place. But both these teams obviously going through it a little bit. Different narratives for both. Very young is Cleveland. That much we know. Pistons have been decimated by injury for much of the season, but anytime these two teams get together, it's usually a pretty good brand of basketball. John Beeline looks on. And they're going through it right now a little bit, but they're trying to build this thing.
I will not be upset if we draft him either. He looked pretty good the other day against Michigan. And he's been a solid player
They really like him
for MSU for a minute anyway.
this year, so
Would not be upset if we get him.
right mix of guys. All square.
It's a little bit too early to start talking draft for the Pistons in the NBA because we have no idea where they'll wind up.
Up to Sexton, he gives it up to Thompson. Working against Drummond, uses the left.
That was ugly.
Able to get it over the front lip.
Statistically, he's having a really good year. More emphasized now with the Cavaliers than he was prior as a scorer.
Swings it over to Bruce Brown, working against Love by a step.
Oh, that was dirty, Bruce. What was that?
And the Cavs trying to race it ahead, but a little too far over the outstretched arms of Garland. So there's Kevin Love. We talked about him earlier today, obviously with Mickey York doing the reporting. It's been a story, obviously, that's kind of gone national battle here with Kevin Love, and some people say some unrest, but he wanted to clear the air a little bit.
Well, I like what he said. Now we'll watch his actions. He took ownership, and in the layup line, he was congratulating guys, or at least uplifting guys, hugging, all the right things.
Sexton working against Mihailuk. Great first step, unable to get it to go, and Andre Drummond taps it to himself. Sekou off the screen into the paint.
Let's go, Sekou. I thought he was gonna dunk that for a minute. I was about ready to hop up, but he got a layup. I thought he was about to put somebody on a poster for a second.
This kid's been a ton of fun to watch. This much we know.
He really has, and the fact that he is really unassuming out there. He looks like he's just playing some pickup basketball, having fun. He don't care what the names on the back of those jerseys have been.
Haven't missed much.
You mentioned the other game, just kind of the demeanor on the
Not too many highlights yet.
expression. Other things are going right and going wrong. There's Speed Mihailuk. He's been
Oh, there's a block by Tristan Thompson to Mihailuk.
pushed away by Tristan Thompson at the rim.
Can't be dismayed by it, but that's an area we've seen a lot of this over the last few games. That's an area where I think Speed has to take his next step, and that's finishing at 6'8" around the basket. He's got to finish a little bit better than he has.
Oh, that's money.
Sekou with a little show.
I spoke it into existence.
Over two, did you see it? I saw it. Look at the face of the bench, and then look at the face of Sekou.
My God.
Ferocious.
The same guy who just blocked
Oh, that is going in the intro as soon as possible.
Take a look at it. Oh,
the explosion at the rim.
Beautiful.
That's finishing.
that's finishing. And you sent a message too. That's saying, hey, you gotta get serious about trying to block that shot. You're not just gonna get in his way. I mean, you really gotta contest the shot.
Think about it. You don't
Wow.
Sekou Doumbouya.
You'll see it pretty soon in the intro. Stay on the look for it.
Within one, there's Osman. Got his own rebound. Swings it out.
Wow.
The shot clock. Cleveland having a tough time.
Wow.
Sexton. Mid-range, no.
Yeah, I can't wait to find a good clip of that one, man. That might be in there tomorrow. If I have time to edit it.
Smith with plenty off the rim. Andre working against Tristan Thompson. Using a little body weight there. Gets his offensive rebounds.
What did stay patient with it, Dre?
Good action early on.
Absolutely. Pistons are engaged.
Wow.
Look ready to compete.
I still can't get over that dunk. That dunk was beautiful. Sekou put Tristan Thompson on a poster.
Blaine Casey's gonna want to talk it over.
Yeah, that was pretty beautiful, man.
Insane.
The future is certainly looking brighter and brighter every day with him starting.
Now, but I would have to say
Yeah, show me it one more time. Show it one more time.
Sekou with a Sekou slam. Pistons down 3 early.
Ugly.
Tagging a bit.
Nasty.
Wow. He cleared the entire bench. Every single person on the bench was hype. You love to see that kind of unity. He ripped my heart out. The funny thing is, I just said it a minute ago because there was something about Cleveland's defense. Let me turn this off while it's on commercial. There was something wrong with Cleveland's defense. I just seen it happening. Sekou was getting too much penetration. I don't know if Kevin Love is not playing with Cleveland anymore because he doesn't want to be there, but defensively, Sekou could have had a dunk like that the possession prior to it. And I called it. I'm like, oh, I thought he was about to dunk it. Instead, he got an easy layup. Next possession, exact same thing, only Tristan Thompson tried to get in the way and draw a charge, and it wasn't enough. He dunked right over him. Sekou Mania. I like that. Sekou Mania's running wild. I like that. I might be using that one. Shout out to the D-Lock for Sekou Mania. I'm going to put him on a picture of Hulk Hogan for my next thumbnail. It's still kind of early to compare him to Kawhi. I mean, Kawhi is a good offensive player, but I mean, he really made his name for clamping people up. I mean, he did the best of his ability to put LeBron in his place in the finals. So, I mean, until Sekou does something like that, comparing him to Kawhi is not a good comparison. Hopefully, he can turn into a player like Kawhi. I don't want Sekou Doumbouya, to be honest with you. I don't want him to be the next Giannis. I don't want him to be the next Siakam, the next Luka. Hell, I don't even want him to be the next Kawhi. I want him to be the first Sekou. Because I don't like comparing other players to different players. If you want to say their game's similar, yeah, go ahead. But that's one of the reasons I don't like comparing LeBron to MJ. They play two entirely different styles of basketball. You're better off comparing LeBron to Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. They just play similarly.
So it gets lost there, hung up on that screen, and Jetty Osman's dunking on the back door. That is what caused the timeout a moment ago. Pistons looking to talk about it and tighten things up defensively.
Already 10 to 10 as far as points in the paint. Both teams already with 4 layups or dunks, some of them in fact. As Langston Galloway.
That's due to the defensive breakdown a moment ago. Langston gets an early call
In place of Steve Mikhailuk. Bruce Brown in the ball game.
Drummond got a dunk too. Yeah, Cleveland's defense is terrible.
a rim available.
Yikes.
We have 14 points tonight. 12 of them have been inside the paint.
Get into that area and score at will. See who makes the
Hey, if you guys get a good highlight, tag me in it or something, so that way I can put it for the intro.
Sexton got past Bruce Brown but unable to finish. And here comes Bruce.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cop him here pretty quick too.
Drummond got
Tony Snell almost got a poster.
That's just good recognition, and when the floor is spread, you get opportunities like that. A little overplay by Cleveland and a smart read by back cutting from Tony Snell. Good to see him back after the bout with a little sickness in Los Angeles.
There goes Jetty Osman. Good perimeter player. You talked about him earlier today before we came on. Langston swings it out to Tony Snell. Rising, missing. Another rebound for Tristan Thompson.
Is that Emmanuel Mudiay?
Knight into the ball game. One-time
Oh,
Piston.
it's Brennan Knight.
Followed by Langston Galloway. So here's Andre Drummond getting involved.
He set a good enough screen, now rolling to the basket. No one comes over, and he's able to get all the way to the basket. And then now Andre a little directing. You see the overplay by Sexton and the good read by Tony Snell. And again, that rim is available for the Pistons in this game thus far.
Good court vision by Drummond. Kevin Love tried to swing it around. Instead deflected. 10 on the shot clock now for Cleveland. Osman thought about it. Knocked away by the Pistons. Love corrals it. 4 on the clock. 3. Thompson floater in the lane. No. Rebound Drummond. Drummond not shy to bring the ball up the floor. Bruce Brown working around. Double clutch for a second. Offensive putback. Andre Drummond.
Right now, he's too big and too strong and maybe even too determined.
Yeah, I went back and rewatched my reaction. I was pretty shocked.
Leads everybody.
He's not Rookie of the Year candidate yet.
For Detroit. Knight swings it back. Sexton. Front iron, no. Drummond tried to go ahead, but Bruce Brown instead knocked away. See what Cleveland can do with it. They swing it down in the corner. Sexton again. Halfway down, but no. Another rebound on
Post that on the Twitter world right quick.
8 rebounds for Andre Drummond. We haven't even played 8 minutes. Bruce looking for Tony Snell in the corner, but knocked away by Osman. Derrick Rose checks in as Jeep brings you our league leaders. How about it? Points created off the bench. That's not just scored, that's also points assisted on. The only one who's done it better, Lou Williams.
And the customary Derrick Rose cheer chant when he comes out onto the floor. Of course, he did spend a short amount of time here.
All right, that is posted
Wherever he goes,
or posting.
it's a big deal.
Man, D Rose only played 16 games with the Cavs.
Off, no good.
Wow.
Rebound Knight. Pistons almost came away with a swipe. This time they do. So active hands in the passing lanes. That time Doumbouya able to corral it.
Definitely thought Derrick Rose played there way longer.
Now Rose.
Hey, we got 45 people rocking with us right now.
Langston, corner 3.
I don't care if you're a Cavaliers fan. I don't care if you're a Detroit Pistons fan, or if you're just here to see Derrick Rose or Sekou. Please hit that like button for me. Please. Probably good observation there. We got a lot of tough games coming up. That's why we have to win this one, man. We really haven't left ourselves much wiggle room. Yeah, I thought he played way longer. It felt like way longer.
A little bit of a breather. They haven't been shy about using Sekou either. It's not as if they're just mixing him in. He's been playing some extended minutes early on.
Well, so far in this game for Cleveland, as we watch Kevin Love,
To be honest with you, I'd rather just trade Blake and not have either one of them.
no shots in this game.
No shots.
Not a lot of touches either.
Because Kevin Love coming here would kind of unfortunately be our first option, and he's not a first option kind of player. I mean, you look when he was in Minnesota, you look where they're at in Cleveland. Those are some of the worst teams in the NBA. When he was the number one option. Then when he gets transitioned down to the third option, they're in the championship every year. Now, most of that was because of LeBron, but I rest my case. When's Brendan Knight hitting step backs? When was that a thing? Where was that at when we had him?
Has not gotten a lot on the season, but of late, up around 13, 14 minutes a game.
Yep.
Still can shoot it, still can play, in my estimation.
Yeah, only played in 11 games so far for Cleveland.
Healthy Blake. No question.
Tony Snell knocked away, but the Pistons would keep it with 7 on the shot clock. Cleveland on an 8-0 run. They lead it by 5 here in the early going. What do you think about it?
Well, you want it in the opening of the intro? That'll probably go in the. That's gonna go in the intro.
The left hand to get separation.
I don't know about the opening because I like to have the opening with the handshake. But before the drum and dunk, it's a possibility. I'll play around with it and see where it fits the best. But starting the video out with that, oh, that'd get you guys hooked right away. I don't know. I gotta find a good video of it first before we get too carried away. So probably tonight when all the YouTubers get all their highlight reels out of the way and put a good one in there, I'll find a good one.
Switching to Ram ever before. Ram trucks. Back to back. Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
That dunk was crazy.
Wallside kicks off 2020 with the deal of the decade. Our 2020 sale. Half off every Wallside window. Plus, through January 20th, an extra 20% off. That's an extra 20% right off the sale price for cash. Or no interest till 2025.
Yeah, it's everywhere right now, man. I don't think I'm gonna have a hard time finding one.
Plus, an extra 20% off. No one matches this deal. It ends January 20th. Schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Get ready for the insurance-themed experience of a lifetime. It's Progressive on ice. Everything you
Yeah, you have fun with roasting them on that one.
the discounts, the rate comparisons, and
The Pistons as a whole got blocked a lot. The Lakers had like 20 blocks that night or something. It wasn't just Andre.
insurance adventure awaits at Progressive on ice. Tickets not available now wherever.
I'm surprised, to be honest with you, the Lakers don't get more blocks. Because JaVale McGee, he always blows up against us. Maybe it's because he's from Flint or was born in Flint. But every time he plays us, man, he goes crazy. Whether it's blocked shots or posters or hitting that ridiculous three-pointer he hit against us. So, I mean, there's a multiple things that come into effect with him blowing up against us. But then you throw in Anthony Davis in the mix. It's Anthony Davis. He's got good timing, let alone being 7 foot tall.
Well, staking his claim and claiming his territory right now is Andre Drummond. And his territory is right there near that basket as the Cavs have not been able to defend him with much success. His strength very much on display. Look at him here in the crowd, but he wants it more. Beautiful dunk right there. So Andre on display, full display early on.
Well, 7 of the Pistons' buckets have been layups or dunks. It's time for Chevy's most dependable player. How about Andre Drummond? The last matchup against these guys back on December 3rd. Take a look at that. Just a block and assist shy of a 5-by-5. Had a heck of a night in that one.
Yeah. Cleveland just won a challenge here. They're going to say that this thing did not go off the Cavs. They're going to say it went off of Snell there. And they win that reversal.
So the Cavs have it. Dellavedova gets it over to Kevin Love.
Dellavedova.
On the shot clock. And it'll be an offensive foul. Expect to be a moving screen against Ante Zizic.
Tell you what, in today's game with all the screen setting, all the ball screens, all that stuff out top, if you're a guard or backcourt player, you probably almost need a helmet. Did you see how many times McConnell got hit? He was fortunate enough to get an offensive foul from Cleveland out of it, but man, he took some punishment.
Derrick Rose has Dellavedova on him. Trying to create a little separation. Swings it out to Svee for three. Got it. Pistons have been 0 of 5 from distance in this game. That's their first made bucket outside the painted area.
Good for Svee because he had come out of the game because of a defensive lapse. Got banged up the last time, so finally he gets an opportunity to score, and he does.
Kevin Love answers right at the other end. So Kevin Love, after a somewhat slow start,
Yeah, we're just gonna remove him out of here. Let's go.
Rose.
Look at all the people he's drawing.
Christian Wood thought about it. That's going to be on Kevin Love. He knows it.
All right, he's out of here.
First personal foul on Kevin Love.
You don't just disrespect America like that. My channel, USA.
Derrick Rose first comes into the game, they seem to load up on him. But then at some point it sort of dissolves.
Well, for the last 8 years, it's been Andre Drummond, but I loved Blake Griffin last year. I love Derrick Rose this year. It's really between those two. And Sekou quickly is becoming one of my favorites. Ooh. I don't know how I didn't get a foul there, but okie dokie.
Could have taken his time and probably could have.
Brandon Knight, a little shimmy.
Yeah, that's the Brendan Knight that I know.
Here comes Rose with a little momentum knocked away. Dellavedova. Deli gets it back. Got Svee suspended in the air, but he'll reset. Under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Jetty Osman.
That Osman guy's, he's a pretty solid player.
He's been good. 9 points now on the night. Jetty Osman leads the Cleveland.
It's kind of funny seeing LeBron work out in the offseason. You know, it's like Melo and
to play here in the opening.
Wade and whoever else he hangs out with, a bunch of superstars and all-stars of the league, and then you see Osman out there. It's like it doesn't add up with everybody else. This is kind of funny. But he's an alright player, man.
Almost like a 2-for-1 and you get a really high percentage shot.
That's money in the bank for Langston Galloway from that particular spot on the floor. There's Knight working against Wood.
Okay, Knight. I wish we could have seen more of that.
Essentially simultaneous game and shot clock here. Pistons will hold.
I mentioned Knight, still a young player. Just turned 28. 8th year, but just 28 years of age.
8th overall pick by the Pistons back in 2011. Derrick Rose got the screen, kicks it out to Christian Wood. 5 on the shot clock. Wood
Ugh.
moves it toward the rim. Andre Drummond tries to keep it alive. And
He got it. And one. Yeah, Brendan's playing on the Cavs.
they want to take one more
He's playing pretty solid tonight, too.
through traffic. Not even close. So good finish to the
I know Porter just got hurt. He stepped on someone's ankle and was holding his knee. That's not a good sign. I don't know how serious that is.
Pistons down 3 after 1.
But you know that's going to be a lottery pick, so I mean it'll be a pretty good draft pick. And I don't think Osman's ever going to be a guy that you're going to build your team around or anything, but you know, he's a solid role player for a contending team. Oh, I had my volume turned on. I was wondering why I heard. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting him right now if we're going to Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let me see if I can get this in on the camera. I gotta unplug my phone. Where's the camera? Focus in. Focus in. That is Sekou staring down Tristan Thompson after he just dunked on him. I'm going to go ahead and save this photo because that's what people do. We save stuff. That was beautiful. Simply beautiful. A work in art. A work of art, not work in art. Here, I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. So if you want to check it out.
Drummond at the free throw stripe. 0.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They called a foul on Matthew Dellavedova, so it was an and-one opportunity. Andre Drummond able to capitalize. So the Pistons only trailing by a pair as we officially come to the end of the first quarter.
I love that one. I love it.
I love to start the new year right by falling in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And now is a great time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck.
The auto show may have moved, but you can still find great deals today.
I love it. I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
GM employees with a current GM lease can get this Chevy Equinox for $199 a month. Chevy Equinox.
Okay, that photo will be
Chevy drives
that photo's up on Instagram if you want to go check it out. Detroit Drew 101's the handle. You can just copy it from the description. Probably should post a video of Sekou's dunk reaction. Wish I could type.
Now the first quarter is complete as we welcome you back to Cleveland. But prior to the start of tonight's game,
Okay, that's going. Oh, that didn't take long to upload at all.
pregame routine to meet with a young man from Cleveland here named Zach. It's 20
What's going on, everybody in the chat? Hope you guys have had a good day. It's getting pretty good with Sekou posters. I'll say that much.
told me earlier he is now complete for treatments. He said why he wanted to meet Rose is that because of all that Derek has been through.
What's going on, man?
Injuries, everything he's come back and battled through.
Hey, man, it's been a minute since I've done a live watch party, so it's good to be back. Hey, what's going on, Hectic? If you guys are not subscribed to Overnight Hectic, I suggest you do so. It's a different style. I don't know if everyone's gonna be interested in it or not, but what he does do is he makes 2K videos, and I do play with him every once in a while. So if y'all want to play 2K, hop over there. He's pretty damn good, if I say so myself. So hop over to his channel and check him out.
Chicago, it certainly makes a lot of sense. And of course, there's still time for you to vote to actually send him there to the game to play in the thing. He's currently fourth among
Hey, don't mention it, man.
all-star guards, but the next round of voting will be revealed this Thursday. So, hey, let's not leave
Oh, I knew he had hops like that. They had that rookie media day where, like him and Zion and this stuff were doing things, and Zion called him the rookie with hops. What's going on, E? Hey, he's better. He's better than me at 2K.
You can do your part if you're watching from home. So Sekou's speed,
And I'm not bad at 2K.
Derek and Christian Wood on the floor for the Pistons as Derek Rose rising. That was short. Pistons shot 41.
I haven't played Park or anything in a minute. I need to get back into it.
Points to Cleveland's 14.
Nice job of staying in front. Garland that time. Not an easy
But I made a center. And once I was dominating with the center, everyone and their mom made a center. So then I can't play with any guards.
Unable to come away with it is
He's a reptilian.
transition.
What's going on, Snoopy?
Wood puts his head down, hangs in the air, no good. Rebound Knight. Had a good look,
I don't work this weekend. I'll be on this weekend if you want to run Saturday or something.
swings it out. Triple try opportunity.
You know what that was?
Dean Wade.
That was a good heads-up play by Brandon Knight out there playmaking, directing. Not looking to score a lot.
At this point, you need to be voting for Sekou to get Sekou in there. I did hear that Derek Rose will be participating in the skills challenge. So even if he doesn't make it to the All-Star game, he will be in the skills challenge, which since it's in Chicago, it's kind of nice to see that happen. So he will be participating in All-Star Weekend. If he makes the All-Star game, that's yet to be determined. You have to vote a lot to get D Rose in there. Is that who it was? I had that article saved. I seen it actually on Facebook, but they had Vince Carter in the thumbnail. I was like, oh, there's no way that's Vince Carter. But all it said was veterans returning to the All-Star dunk contest. I was like, I'll save that for later and find out what's gonna happen. I don't know. Does he still got hops like that though? I'll have to check that article out and make sure that was him though. Brandon Knight revenge game. What's going on?
They've been averaging around 12 minutes a game, but over the last 5, give him 23 minutes a game because of plays like that.
Derrick Rose got it up in traffic but knocked away.
Yeah, it does, because you have to have impact on the dunks. I mean, Dwight's not quite 7 foot. He's like 6'10", 6'11". So he's not quite 7 foot tall. I gotta grab a beer. I have to move the stance. I'm gonna take the camera off for just a second while I reposition to get to the fridge and grab another Drew Weiser. It does not seem that long ago he was a Piston, but in reality, it's been a minute. He has not been here for a while. No apple juice. It's Tuesday. I have to work in the morning. Taco, if he had hops, which he might, I haven't seen him dunk without jumping. But he could probably do some pretty weird stuff that we haven't seen before. But it's just more like when you're 7 foot tall and you dunk, like everyone's just like, oh, they do that all the time. When you're like 6'9" or 6'8" and below, it's more, you can do more stuff because you have to have a hop. So you got more time in the air. And it's a lot harder to do stuff as a big man because you don't have that long in the air. That's why I believe it was JaVale McGee. It was either JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard. They raised the hoop to 12 feet, and they had more time to do stuff. I want to say that was Dwight Howard now that I think about it. Hey, Taco could probably raise it to 15 or 20 and dunk on it. It'd be interesting to see.
At Fifth Third Bank, we're working hard to make banking a Fifth Third better. Let's say these nachos are your bank, but with Fifth Third Bank, we put 166 points.
I don't know what's going on right now.
This is banking a Fifth Third better.
I've been focusing on the chat more than the game. Let's see how many we got in here. We got an even 50 in here, man. Who on the chat? Tell me who you're rooting for. You guys rooting for the Pistons? You guys rooting for the Cavaliers? Just so I can get a little bit of a roll call here. I'm just trying to find out who we got watching with us. Got a feeling the majority of you are Pistons fans. And it appears I would be correct. Oh, Brooklyn's court is looking weird. I had no idea he was in the league still either. But he's killing us right now.
I guarantee you that changes next year. Kevin Durant comes back. I think you're right about that. Little floater, Shea, Gilgeous, Allen. happen, Greg. I tell you what, he is proven to be one.
I don't care if we do got Cavaliers fans in here, man. Either way, you guys just need to hit that like button, man. And if you guys like this, then guess what? While we're talking about hitting likes and checking out the description, let's plug this while we're at it, man. Saturdays, every single Saturday, 1 p.m., right here on my channel, we have a couple people come on here together and we talk NBA, not just the Pistons, although the Pistons is the main stint of the show. Pretty much last week all we talked about were Andre Drummond trade rumors. But this week, we'll talk about whatever's going to happen. When Andre does get traded, we'll probably have an emergency show and talk about it. So, favorite team to use on 2K is the Pistons. I know everybody's jump shot with the Pistons, and I kill it with Derrick Rose. And Blake Griffin is a glitch. Now that he can shoot threes, he is a glitch. I feel that, D-Lock.
Casey providing a little clarity on the arthroscopic debridement procedure that was conducted on Blake Griffin. He stayed back in LA, and I'm sure if I know Blake, I know he's watching here, watching his teammates right now. But that procedure in and of itself is Derrick Rose.
Okay, vintage D Rose there. We take that for granted.
No timetable on a return there. Gives him a chance to get help.
I think it's the right thing to do because when you contrast Blake this year with Blake,
Well, we weren't really good when we had Grant Hill. We were okay. But I feel where you're coming from. Cavaliers are shooting very well from the three-point line tonight. Pistons, on the other hand, not so much. As we continue to miss another one there. We gotta stop settling for that three. They're having a tough time keeping us out of the paint. We gotta attack it. Okay, Sekou with the post up. And one from Sekou. That's funny because the other guy was stronger. You guys just wait until Sekou worked on his body. Once he starts lifting weights and getting bigger, this is going to be a problem. He would have been able to back that guy down, but he wasn't strong enough to back him down, so he had to use some finesse for it to get the and one. Beautiful. The thing I like about Sekou's shot is the arc. That's a high jump shot. It's hard to have that mentality now in today's game because you get too much of a bad boy, you're going to get hit with tentacles. The closest thing you're going to see to that is a Patrick Beverly or a Draymond. And they lead the league in technicals almost every year. But I'd love to have either one of those guys. Yeah, Christian Wood just got bullied there. He's getting an MVP chance. Get out of here.
Almost 5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter in Cleveland. Bruce Brown going to the corner.
Good ball movement from the Pistons. Oh, no, you gotta shoot that the first time, man. Took a bad shot and did not get back. You hate to see that. I don't like Bruce Brown shooting 3 right there that early in the shot clock.
Rebound and we're able to clear it full.
We're rushing it too much.
20-7 run by the Cavaliers. They've opened this thing up to 15 points. Sexton working against Svee. Rebound Drummond. I can already hear Glenn Casey standing in front of us, starting to lose his voice already. Knocked away. Osman.
Pistons can ill afford to be careless with basketball.
Oh.
Funky release there. Might have slipped out of his hand a little bit. He takes accountability for the miss, but
Watch him slip out here. He's gone.
Yeah, everyone's just watching the ball. Mahilu kept his hand up. You got to get back, man.
thing I like about players, young players, old players, you got the ability to assault the rim, especially in transition. You don't try to lay it up, get traffic, assault the rim, attack. That's what Jetty Osman did there and paid off in a big way. Bruce Brown got a high screen. Now they're working around the perimeter. Tony Snell from the corner steps into one.
Okay, Tony.
Like to see that one go through.
Yeah. Good reversal of the basketball. All the way around to the far side.
Garland throws it away. Another turnover.
Hey, man, at this point, I'm just here to watch Sekou highlights.
Cleveland is the turnovers. Pistons haven't been able to capitalize much off the
It's been a frustrating season, I'm not going to lie.
looks on. As Coach Beeline teaches the fundamentals of the game as well as anybody.
I have no idea what this offense is.
Snell. And 2 on the shot clock.
Hey, but it's working for Tony Snell. Tony's feeling it. Tony's going to carry us back to victory.
You don't see that often.
Tristan Thompson coming over trying to get a block on it, but
This got to be like a
saw him and was able to make
season high for Tony. He's got 9.
to not get it blocked.
Garland steps into a 3.
Ah, that's a nice shot.
He's getting cooked.
That is a nice shot.
5th pick out of Vanderbilt. Started all 37 games for Cleveland this season. They like him a ton. He's only 19 years old. Like a lot of good young talent out here on the floor. Andre gives it up to Swede, gives it back to Andre to spin
Ow.
the lane. And he's fouled. That one's going to go against Tristan Thompson, I do believe. Andre steps to the line. Pistons welcome the Brooklyn Nets to Detroit for the last time. That'll be on Saturday, January 25th at 7 o'clock. First 2,500 fans will receive special edition Pistons baseball hat sponsored by Fox Sports Detroit. It's also designed by College for Creative Studies student. Excuse me, let me say that again. Designed by College for Creative Studies student Katie Kruger.
Hey, thanks, Troxel. I appreciate that, man.
.com. My apologies, Katie Kruger.
You'll be there before you know it, man. You keep up the hard work over there, man.
I think she benefits from you saying it twice.
Katie Kruger?
Yeah, Katie Kruger.
There you go. Sekou and Katie Kruger. The headliners tonight. Colin Sexton working against 2 Pistons. Able to get it past Andre Drummond.
Again,
Hey, it's your money, man. Spend it how you want to spend it.
one of the better young players in the league at doing that.
Oh, another
That is just sloppy basketball.
rim. Last touched, I believe, by Svee Mikhailiuk. He's trying to plead his case rather emphatically as Osman looks on. From our vantage point, it looked close. So let's all take another look at it.
Well, Cleveland give them the edge in the hustle points right now. It's a big part of why they've got their lead. There's Andre getting back and
He was too worried about Andre that he got rejected on the rim.
the rebound. No, he did not.
And now the Cavaliers get it knocked away. It'll come back to the Pistons. So all for naught on the discussion. Kevin Love,
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be interested in taking him.
field goal attempt underneath.
But it's his own fault. He resigned there. He could have left.
Approaching 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Good backdoor cut there again.
Down the G League still, unfortunately.
Nice. And Snee needed that because guess what? He was heading out of bounds.
Believe me, I want him starting for us right now if we're not gonna start Derrick Rose.
Safety valve in Bruce Brown there.
I gotta move this chat over because I can't see it very well.
Thompson looking for Kevin Love with his all his momentum.
Let's move that down right there. Okay, I should be able to see most of it. Oh, it's too far over though.
Finish
That should be pretty close.
Cleveland is shooting the ball extremely well right now because their movement is exceptional. Look at Love gonna take.
I mean, it just depends, man. We got some shooters on this team. I mean, we can go on a 10-0 run any given minute. Really, our problem right now is we're turning the ball over. We're doing a lot of dumb passes and a lot of lazy passes. And we're not doing very well on the perimeter right now. Cleveland's hitting a lot of threes. So, and before we start making a comeback, we got to straighten up the turnovers. That's going to be key number 1 to it. And it helps when Mihailuk hits step back threes like that.
The fact that he went after that aggressively and shot it confidently, even though he missed his last 4 shots consecutively.
But this next 3.5 minutes, they have to play pretty tight, both defensively and stop turning the ball over.
That's right. You and I talked about that. You were in the studio. It's true. I was in Los Angeles.
Day before yesterday. Here's me again. Had a step. Got past Austin.
No, Miss Man, I wish I could tell you what's going on. It's been pretty crazy in here today.
Still like the look. Like the movement to get the shot. Now Drummond out working against Sexton. Reached from behind. Poked it away. So Pistons still down by 11. But making a little surge here.
Someone called timeout.
You're going to need a new toothbrush.
So I've been living with AT&T for a while now.
So you have about 3 minutes till halftime.
Aren't exactly the ones listed in their ads. AT&T won.
Drummond and Galloway for Sexton and K-Love.
You're saying you want fast enough.
I mean, I don't really want to trade Drummond, to be honest with you, anyway. I really don't want Kevin Love in return. Kevin Love and Blake on the same team right now is not pretty.
The funny thing about change is, it's never around when you want it. Really want it. When you have an instant game from the Michigan Lottery.
And I think if we are going to do the route, say we do trade Andre Drummond, that pretty much is telling everybody, like, hey, we're not really taking this year serious. We're going to get some talent in here and try to change some things up. Say they do that. Say they go ahead and trade him. Which there's some sources right now apparently have to check out after this. They said it's pretty much official that he will be traded. So say that does go down and that happens, okay? There will be some offers out here for Langston Galloway. There will be a playoff team who will want his three-point shooting for playoff time. He's an expiring deal, so if he plays great for you, awesome. Then you can talk about re-signing him. And if he doesn't for that playoff team, they let him walk, and then he goes somewhere else. So there are some players on this team that do have some trade value come the trade deadline. So just packaging them up with other players, I'm not too high on. But I do think that Andre Drummond is pretty much gone. I don't want him to be gone because that's my boy. I'm gonna be rooting for him wherever he goes, but he is pretty much gone. So it's sad. It is sad for me, at least. I know not everyone feels that way. I believe Taco Bell would say no. I don't know if I've shown these off yet, but these are the gloves I got when I went to LCA last time. They're pretty cozy.
What's he been able to do? As a starter in this league, he's been able to score when the opportunities present. Helped by 4 3-pointers in Golden State. Career high 16 that night. Rebounding the basketball twice.
I don't think there's going to be too many teams who's going to offer him the Supermax unless their name is the New York Knicks. If Andre was smart, here's what I would do since he's 26. I would sign a 2-year deal with the contender. Take what Kevin Durant did, get the pay cut, get a ring, or at least be competitive with him. And then next, whatever that is, you'll be what, 28, 29? Then you go get your money. But, I mean, Dre's making like $27, $26 million right now. So, I mean, it's not like that's far off, but I don't know how many teams are going to want or willingly going to want to pay him the Supermax. There you go, Dre. Way to use your body, man. We need to see that more often out of you.
He didn't try to dipsy do. He didn't try to finesse. He powered. And when Andre does that, his percentages go way up.
And he doesn't have to throw too hard of a shoulder to alert the officials.
It's not hard to. Tony, the fellow sleeping defense, but it's not hard to trick the Knicks.
A lot of floor spreading, good pinpoint passing, and that's why the Pistons are down right now. Cleveland has 61 points.
I got a feeling the playoff team's gonna trade for Marcus, so.
That looks to go against Tristan. Talk about Garland at the other end, just 19 years old. He'll be 20 later this month. They really love what he brings to the game. 12 points per game. There he is. 12 points per game, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He had double figures.
That's pretty freaked up. We lost both their power forwards like that, though. Markeith and Blake. I don't know how long Markeith's supposed to be out for. But for everyone in the chat who has not seen or heard yet, Blake did go through with the surgery. Likely out for the rest of the year. However, they have played it very safely and said that there is no timetable for his return. So there's false hope that he could come back, but I doubt it. Do not expect Blake Griffin to come back this year. I expect Sekou and Christian Wood to be starting at the power forward this year. For the rest of this year. Oh my god, you know what? I just thought about this. Say Sekou starts all the way up until the All-Star break, which is usually sometime in February, I think, right? Or is it the beginning of February? I don't know. It's coming up pretty quick. Sekou could play in the Rising Stars game. They're going to be making me watch all of All-Star Weekend. If Sekou plays in the Rising Stars Challenge game, I'm watching it. They've said that Derrick Rose is going to be in the Skills Challenge. I'm watching it. And then Andre, if he's still a Piston at this time, which is up in the air, should be an All-Star. I haven't heard anything on them being reevaluated.
That takes time. That takes film study. That takes being out there on the floor, going through it. So he'll get victimized from time to time. He's going to make some mistakes out there. That's to be expected.
Yeah, Jenny Osman, only his 3rd year in the league, but he plays like a savvy veteran.
Yeah.
Played a lot of games for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Christian Wood. Now has Thompson on him, gives it up to Andre Drummond. Working again.
I have not heard anything on Reggie either.
First step, just couldn't get it to finish.
Well, Kevin kind of forced it deep along that baseline, so Andre also had to deal with the
You know, one report says he's close to coming back, and the other one says he's getting a setback.
You like him? Good player.
I don't know.
Real good player. Played in every game of his career, 119 games now. Christian Wood.
Yeah, just selling for bad shots, man. Gotta work that ball.
Look at that point total for Cleveland. That's not going to make a defensive-minded coach like Dwayne Casey happy at all. No question. Remember when Dallas won their championship in 2011? He was the defensive guru for that championship effort.
We have plenty to discuss.
Yeah, we did not close this half out very well at all.
And now a word from your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Check out the 2019 Ford F-150 now at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Sexton at the line. There's it.
Gonna get a couple of scorers, shooters, penetrator, and Derrick Rose, shooter, and Mikhailuk out there on the floor for the last possession here. Pistons hoping to get something out of this. Right now looking at a 15, possibly a 16-point deficit at halftime.
Sekou with 2 personal fouls. He heads to the bench alongside Bruce Brown. That one rolls out. So Pistons down 15. They'll have an opportunity. Try to halt this 6-0 run to end the half. Rose with the basketball in his hands. Gives it up to Andre Drummond.
Okay, I don't know how Dre hit that, but hey, I'm not going to complain.
Give him 2 points. Here comes Sexton. With time. Working against Rose. Floater. No.
All right, so we're going into halftime, trailing 13. Unless you're the Cavaliers, then you're up 13. 67-54.
They'll have plenty to discuss. Now let's send it to Matt Shepard and Tim McCormick. Standing by.
this season. They're down big in Cleveland. Welcome to the Ram Desk with Tim McCormick. I'm Matt Shepard. What's the first thing that struck you in that first half of play?
Energy level. And they have something called the getaway game when you're on the last game of a West Coast trip. This doesn't feel West Coast, but it's something that you've got to find energy when you just don't think that you're completely immersed in the game plan. The Pistons defense was as weak as I've seen it. They gave up 60% from the field. I mean, the Cavaliers don't even shoot 60% in the pre-game layup line.
Yeah.
They had 12 assists.
Oh, that was disrespectful. Did you hear that?
But the Pistons can make a comeback.
He said the Cavaliers don't even shoot 60% in the pregame layup line. That is disrespectful. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, I seen it, but it takes me a minute to get it caught up when I'm streaming. No, I would not trade Stafford to the New England. Bad teams always play hard against us. I don't get it. It's like bad teams have a circle on the calendar. It's like, oh, we got the Pistons coming into town. That's the day we're gonna hit over our 3-pointers. Well, the good news is if Reggie doesn't come back, this is his last year, so you won't have to worry about it next year. Hey, word keeper, I've been saying this all year long, man. I've been saying bring up Sekou, Jordan Bone, and Dante Hall pretty much all season long at this point in time. And they don't listen to me. And we might be the bad team. We might be. Yeah, he's turning into LeBron tonight. That's funny. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing when you play. We played at LA pretty hard. We shouldn't have been at the end of that game, but we played them hard. And then you come around and play Cleveland, and you got a bunch of lazy passes and take a bunch of dumb shots. It just shows that they don't take teams seriously, and they're playing up and down their competition. Hey, man, I don't care if we win or lose at this point. As long as Sekou keeps playing, I'll be happy. And I'm not going to complain with Sekou posters. Yeah, I mean, back problems are pretty severe. Backs take a long time to heal. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he's out the rest of the year. I mean, it's crazy. What's going on, E-Dog? I don't know. SportsCenter doesn't show the Pistons much love. It's hard to predict what SportsCenter will do for us because they don't like us. So even though it's a great dunk, and it'll probably be the play of the night on NBA.com, SportsCenter doesn't like talking about us unless it's trade rumors. Once Andre gets traded, watch. Okay, here's how it's gonna work. Let me turn this down because the OKC game is. Let's talk this, okay? Say Andre gets traded to a market. Right now, Dallas is pretty hot because of Luka, and they talk about them a lot now. Boston's probably the other major city. If Drummond gets traded to Boston, you're going to see just all SportsCenter, FS1, NBA Network just suck off Dre like no other. You're going to hear him say, yeah, he's a great player. He's a top 5 center in the league right now. This could be a good addition for Boston or Dallas or whatever it would be. Stuff that they're saying right now about Andre, oh, I don't know if he's worth a Supermax. and he's not really a first option. He's more of a number 2 or number 3 option. He's a solid player, but whatever this is, he goes to a big market and they're going to completely change their attitude about him. It's how it works. It's how it always works. Detroit versus everyone, absolutely, man. NBA TV does show us some love. They show love to the smaller market teams. That's usually what I watch for basketball news is NBA TV. I don't really like watching ESPN outside of the big market news. But for big market, yeah, that's the way to go. But for smaller market, NBA TV is the way to go. Because Sports Channel only cares about talking like Lakers, and they talk about the Knicks, what it seems to seem like every day. I don't really care about the Knicks because they suck, they're irrelevant, and they're not going to be good for a long time. So I don't understand why they talk about them all the time like that. They talk about Brooklyn a lot, but I still feel like they talk about the Knicks more than they do Brooklyn, even though Brooklyn's a playoff team. They talk about Boston a ton. Yeah, that's on the other ESPN channel though, right? Because I don't think that's just straight on ESPN. I think it alternates. I don't know. At least Stephen A is entertaining. At least he says some funny stuff. Okay. Yeah, that one, that came out of nowhere. That came out of left field. It's not. I like to give Sekou the opportunity. Tell you what's weird is watching Chris Paul play for OKC. Yeah, this chat's getting weird, man. I'm trying to keep it together, but I mean, the Pistons have been kind of toes in the water, heels in the sand kind of a thing of half rebuilding and half kind of being competitive for a minute here since really Stan Van Gundy took over. They got a lot of young talent, and I believe the only players on the team over 30 are Blake, Derrick Rose, and Langston Galloway. I think. Rather than that, everyone, or was it Tim Frazier? Rather than that, everyone else is under 30. So I mean, we got some young talent. They just haven't been given an opportunity yet. So I mean, if they're gonna go the rebuild route, they already got a lot of guys that they got to evaluate, which you'll see the rest of the second half of the season. Gives you a good look to see what you got, what you need. You'll have some money in free agency to go get some guys to fill in. And if you're tanking, and if you trade Andre, you'll probably have 2 first-round draft picks. If all goes right. I mean, Sveve's still got a lot to show me before I say he's untouchable. He's got a lot of potential, and I like him. But really, if I had to, I'd rather keep Christian Wood right now. I'm not saying that I want to give up any of these young guys, because I don't. Hopefully the Pistons can learn from the era of the Rays and don't trade young talent away. But I mean, we got a good core to build around right now. We just got to find that one missing piece. And that just might be developing Sekou. And giving Luke Kennard a larger role when he comes back. Because rather we're going to go to rebuild or we keep the whole team, Luke Kennard needs to take a minimum of 15 shots per night. You got to give your young guys, especially your young shooters, opportunity to shoot the ball. And I know he's out right now. That sucks. But whenever he comes back, you maybe don't want to do that right away. Let his knee get right, whatever's wrong with it. And slowly work him back. But yeah, when Luke Kennard gets healthy, he needs at least 15 shots a night. You have to give your scorers opportunity to put points on the board. And you only do that so that way he can get into a rhythm. He might start out 0-7, but then picks it right back up and doesn't miss. Then you look at the scoreboard and you're like, man, he started out 0-7, now he's got 25? That's how it usually happens. Putting faith in your guys like that does wonders for them. And I think that's part of the reason Sekou's been playing so well is Dwayne Casey's put faith in him. You know, probably understand Van Gundy. This is only a what-if scenario. If Stan was our coach right now with Sekou probably wouldn't be starting. He'd probably come off the bench. So kudos to Dwayne Casey for having a brain and the cojones to put him right in the starting lineup. He's been playing pretty well for us. And I think putting confidence in your young players does wonders for them. Shows us you got their back. Of course. Of course it is. I mean, the Pistons have been playing on a West Coast trip. They had a back-to-back with the Warriors in L.A. Had a night off, or was it 2 nights? I can't remember. I have to come to Cleveland. That's a lot of traveling they've been doing. But it always seems like in every year the West Coast trip, how we play afterwards determine our season. Remember on that West Coast trip when we got rid of Josh Smith, we were in a 7-game win streak. And I think it was the first time we beat Dallas and San Francisco. Or not San Francisco, San Antonio. Something like that. So, I mean, it usually determines on how well we played during the West Coast trip. He should have been auditioning in LA, too. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I don't know if you guys seen that. You guys know what the Big Three is, I assume. He was playing there. He came to Detroit, literally got booed out of the building, so he got a technical foul and ejected from the game. Did you guys see that Stan Van Gundy was laughing at us the other day on NBA TV? Apparently all the sources on Twitter if it's not Woj with trades, I really don't buy into it. But they're saying that this is supposed to be done before the deadline. Doesn't mean that it'll go through or anything like that. You never know. He definitely didn't do us any favors. At the end of the day, he did get us Luke Kennard. Don't worry, you'll be able to find it in my intro here pretty quick. I gotta find that, edit that. I'll probably do that once I get off the air and have that ready for the morning because I don't know what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. Well, I don't have a feeling we were going to keep Tobias anyway because we don't like to pay people. And Tobias wanted a lot of money, similar to the way Andre Drummond wants a lot of money. And they didn't want to pay Tobias the money. But Tobias was younger and was getting better. God, that dunk's so beautiful. I love the stare down afterwards. If I was Tristan Thompson right there, dude, I would have been throwing hands. But, hey. Yeah, I'm at the cop a Sekou Doumbouya jersey, man. This looks clean. What's going on, though, man? Yeah, I miss Aaron Baines. Oh, they got that with the lights and stuff. That's beautiful. I love that. That better be hanging up at LCA when I go back. Wow, that was pretty. I like that. That might be my new home screen, lock screen. I don't know if he'll develop as a star or not. Oh, we started Derrick Rose to start the game or the second half. I like that. Nice shot, Tony. What's going on, Bravo? Two turnovers to Cleveland to start the second half. Give it back to Tony. Give it back to Tony. Okay, D-Rose, take it yourself. There we go. Look at that. Just cut that lead down to 7 right quick. Oh, and guess what? They started Derrick Rose to start the second half. It's amazing what he does with good people on the court with him. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. It doesn't take a genius to realize Derrick Rose should be running with your... That's not really our A lineup anymore, but our starters are still the best players we got on the team. We returned the ball over, man. They couldn't miss. There was a majority of things. I hope they re-sign Christian Wood. I really hope that we do. He's not going to be crazy expensive, but he's going to go out there. He's going to do stuff for you. He's going to produce. Don't got to tell me twice to bring up Dante, man. Or Jordan Bone. I'll check it out once I hop off. Take Thon Maker out the back and put him down. I know you're talking about taking him down to the G League, but take him out behind the shed and put him down that way. He's useless. Just taking up a good seat. Hey, you know, I know what we've been pretty hard on Dwayne Casey. All of us have. I think almost every Detroit sports YouTuber who talks to Pistons have been talking bad about him. Most of you guys have been talking bad about Dwayne Casey as well as myself. Kudos to him for stop playing Thon Maker. I know he had a little love affair with him for a minute there, but at least he's realized that Sekou and Christian Wood are the better options to go with. You know how we talk about players need to give time to kind of get their legs underneath them and get into a rhythm? I think Dwayne Casey is starting to get in a rhythm with who he can trust and who he can't trust. Not saying that he's perfect yet, but I haven't seen any Tim Frazier. I think Tim Frazier got hurt, actually. Now that I think about it. But, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do at this point in time. We don't have too many players we can just throw out there at this point due to injuries. Nope. Another turnover from Cleveland. Good Sekou. Hey, man, I was a fan of Thon. When he first came over here and he was rim protecting, I won't forget he get that busted lip. Oh, come on, Bruce. Ugh. I've never seen someone miss so many layups like Bruce Brown, but I love that Thon came over and got a bloody lip, needed stitches, and stuck him out there, got a block. I'm like, oh, that's what we needed. And then after that, he slowly got worse and worse, and he was still okay. And then come playoff series against Giannis, he disappeared. The entire offseason, he was doing nothing but working out. I'm like, okay, here we go. All right, let's see. We picked up Christian Wood, and the only reason I said, yeah, Thon's going to start over him is because Thon's been here. I didn't know anything about Christian Wood. Well, you guys did. Kudos to you guys. Christian Wood is 1,000 times better. It's not even close. I fell in love with Christian Wood the very first preseason game. Oh, lazy pass, Trey. Trying to get too cute. Oh, Bruce! Bruce just jumped like 12 feet in the air. I said he would be a part of our future. I didn't say he was going to be our future. I still think he's only 22 or 23, though. He's still super young, according to his birth certificate. Oh, reset, reset, reset. Don't force it. Reset. I didn't like that shot. That was not a good possession from the Pistons at all. Cleveland's got 69. Giggity. Almost missed that one. I got a feeling he'll go somewhere like, I don't know. What's an okay team? Like, he'll go to, like, Indiana or Chicago or something like that and just be great. Exactly what we needed right now, that's what he'll be over there. I just got a gut feeling about it. Hey, just get Thon to somewhere else besides Detroit. I have no idea what the hell we're doing right now. Oh, you had an alley-oop to Sekou, but you didn't throw it. How the hell did Bruce hit that? Nice. Tony's been playing pretty good today. Yeah, I think if they stay together, I think Sexton and Garland will work. And I think this might be in the future, in the next 3 or 4 years, one of the nicest backcourts in the league. I like both potentials for both of those guys. If Cleveland's smart, they don't trade either one of them. They both show a lot of promise and potential.
Pistons wanted Andre Drummond early in that sequence because he had Kevin Love locked on his backside, but didn't find him. He eventually got it though off the offensive glass.
Hey, is Tristan still going with Chloe? While we're talking about it, we're talking about it. I'm talking about it, or are they still split it up since he cheated on her with her best friend or whatever that was? Yeah, I think the Pistons will get something out of him because I don't think he's gonna come back. So I do think he will be traded.
Beginning to make adjustments, and they attack that zone right in the middle of it, right in the heart of it, with a big, strong guy in Tristan Thompson. So that was good defensive, good offense against the Pistons.
Nice, D Rose.
Pistons zone, as I mentioned earlier.
Pistons have an opportunity here down 5 to get as close as they have been in quite some time. Rose now working against Sexton, got a high screen from Drummond. Great cut underneath from
Bruce, again, dude, I've never seen someone miss so many layups.
So you like the cut, you like the idea, you like the court vision, all with the finish.
Bruce is usually elevating, looking to dunk those. I think he's become a better finisher this year. Last year had all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I'll do some more reactions. I like doing them. You guys seem to be liking them. I'll definitely do some more of them. It's just hard to find some because not everyone talks Pistons outside Detroit YouTubers. I don't know where he's going to go to. I hope we'll get the best. To be honest with you, here's how I'm working. So I am a fan of Dre. In the offseason, if he gets traded to a team he doesn't like, he's not going to stay. He'll go over where he wants. So I hope we trade him to a team that offers us the most. If that's Atlanta, so be it. If it's Cleveland, so be it. I don't care. Just get the most for him that you can.
Tristan Thompson. You know they brought me? They said you get Delly. I looked down. Delly hadn't scored a point when he played 13 minutes. So I said, Delly, what's it like playing with
No, they won't give up Trae Young. They said that Atlanta's got an extra first-round draft pick from, don't quote me, Brooklyn. I want to say it's from Brooklyn. So they might give us a first and something else. Again, all I've heard is teams are interested in Dre. I haven't heard any proposed rumors or that we're seeking this or that for him. Back to the 10-point game, just like that. Buddha bada Buddha. Okay. Here, let me zoom in case you guys are not able to watch the game, or if you're from Cleveland who don't have the Pistons Fox Sports Go. I guess it's Detroit Fox, whatever. This is the photo that they posted where we were all talking about it. Focus in. Focus. Gotta do this backwards. Focus. I'm zooming out a little bit. I wish my webcam would zoom in on this and focus. Focus. It's not going to focus, but you guys get the memo. You get the idea. It's a beautiful dunk. Whether we win, lose, or draw, man, that dunk was awesome.
Welcome back to Cleveland, where the Cavaliers lead the Pistons by 10. They told me there wouldn't be any math, but math is in the spotlight in our Flagstar Bank starring role. You know, back in December, we told you about the Math Hoops program, where 18 students from Rutherford Lions Academy competed in an educational tournament. The 4 students who won traveled down to Cleveland and squared off with the Cavs Math Hoops.
Who was it that posted on Instagram? I want to say it was either Everything's Pistons or Pistons Wave that said that we'll be going after Van Fleet in free agency. Yeah, like I'm agreeing with you. I don't think Toronto's gonna let him go. I think they re-sign him and get some free agents to go out there with Siakam and Van Fleet. Nice shot, Christian Wood. Toronto would be idiots to let him go. He's just a solid player. Wow, Kevin Love's feeling it now. Corner. Oh, it's Bruce, though. Don't pass it. He said Wood rising. Giggity. I wouldn't mind getting Kuzma. Just depends on what they want. Or what we got to do with our team. Nice shot, Mahai Luke. No, he's not a scrub. He's just not a number 1 option. He's a good number 2 or number 3. I remember his 30-30 game. He was putting up numbers in Minnesota. They couldn't win. He used to be a pretty good post player. And then once he played with Kyrie and LeBron, they gave him the Chris Bosh treatment where they just had him stand in the corner and be a decoy. He can play in the post, but he hasn't been able to do so the last, 4 years. So he probably hasn't been working on it that much. But he used to be able to play in the post. That's what he did in Minnesota. And that's what Chris Bosh used to do a little bit, too, in Toronto. But once they teamed up with LeBron, they were just kind of sitting in the corner shooting threes kind of players. Don't shoot that, bro. There you go. Work it inside. I like that better. And you actually gave your shooter a good look. That's a good look. I'll take that. All right, push it, man. They're just it's different because a lot of people don't work on their post game coming in. Like, you don't see too many people. Ooh, that was nice by Kevin Love. But you don't hear too many big men coming out in the draft who have dominant post games. You don't. A lot of people come up as guards, playing point guard, shooting guard, whatever it is, growing up, and then they hit a growth spurt and have to play the big guy position. But I guarantee you, if someone like Shaq, just physically dominant, which you kind of see with Giannis right now, or someone as smooth as Hakeem came in the league right now, which those are probably some of the greatest centers of all time. It's difficult to compare them like that, but a center came in the league like that, the post game would come back. Only problem with that is you got to give him a good shooter. You have to give him a good shooter. So that way, what you would do is you would have your shooter and the big fella on one side of the ball, or one side of the court, and then the shooter dumps the ball down low to the big boy, and then once he scores a couple buckets and they double team him, he kicks it right back to the shooter, and they get an open look that way. Basketball is not that complicated of a sport. You can make anything work with the right personnel. Okay, Christian. We haven't seen you dunk like that in a minute. Oh, better shoot it. They didn't know where he was at. Yeah, that Sekou night dunk made my night. Even if we can't come back and win, at least we got the Sekou dunk. And then at this point, that's really the only thing worth watching with the Pistons right now. That dunk of the decade. So far, it's been the dunk of the year and the dunk of the decade. So far. I mean, back then, that's what people worked on. And people grow up differently now. Like you guys say, analytics does play a huge factor in it. I mean, why would you shoot a mid-range when you take 2 steps back and you can shoot a corner 3? You have a higher percentage of making it and getting more points out of it. Stuff like that that has changed it, but you look at the big men now, and I'm telling you, dude, if someone big and had a post-game came in the league right now, they would dominate. Like Joel Embiid's a prime example. He should be able to dominate on the blocks. But he wants to shoot, and he wants to be a little point center. He doesn't want to be a post-up guy. Not everyone comes in the league and shoots. Who do I want on this team? I don't know who I want. I just want them to be good. I appreciate you stepping out, man. Appreciate it. I don't like Derrick Rose settling for threes. That should not be our option. That's not his game. There we go, Derrick Rose. That's your game. Hey, I heard Derrick Rose got some new shoes out. Are they good?
Pistons are offering a 5-game pickup plan starting at $95. You can tailor the package to the games you want to see, including the Lakers, Raptors, Rockets, Clippers, or whoever you want. To purchase, call 313-PISTONS or visit Pistons.com. This is a pretty good deal. Derrick Rose makes the first.
I said I was going to cop a pair of D Roses once we signed them, and I never did.
We're talking about Kevin Love. How about Derrick Rose? It was Derrick Rose in Memphis in the 2008 NCAA Final Four. Of course, that would later be
My brother had a pair of them that were black and red. High tops. They were okay. They were okay. I'm pretty much a Jordan guy. I like my ones. But when I hoop, I got my LeBrons. You guys remember Shaq's shoes? I had a pair of Shaq's growing up. He's only 19, he will. At least he's attacking in transition, unlike some of these people. I'll take the aggressive nature over anything else. I don't remember, man. It's nothing to brag about. I know Shaq's shoes were like the joke, but I thought they were dope.
No down payment. We've never done it before. Half off plus an extra 20% off.
I don't think so.
This deal. It ends January 20th. Schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
It's all around you. Keeping up with you on your journey. Working with providers to keep you healthy. And adding value to your life. Half is here. And we've been right here all along.
Shaq was my favorite player to watch, so I wanted to support him any way I could. I didn't care if they were on clearance or not. I wanted them.
Ends here tonight. The Pistons playing their 6th game in 11 days, their longest road trip since 2018. But this is the 4th and final time zone they'll play in on this trip. The first time that's happened for the Pistons in a season since 1979. But to combat that inevitable fatigue after flying from LA yesterday, the Pistons went right to practice here at the arena. It was a light workout, but the physiology studies say, it's good to get the blood moving after a long flight. So they went to work yesterday, decided to forego the pregame shoot around this morning to give the players a little extra rest. I'm sure they enjoyed that. I heard they weren't so thrilled about practicing tomorrow.
I don't know who posted it. Several people have posted it. I don't know just one person. Yeah, Brandon Knight just wanted his revenge game today or something, man. He's laughing. He's having a good time.
Cleveland's 21-7 in the first half. In the second half, it's been 17-0 in favor of Detroit. But of course, that comes with the qualifiers. Derrick Rose started the second half, so you got 11 points away from that. But the bench play has been much better for Detroit here. And we see another reserve entering the ball game in Thon Maker.
Here's that play that was unsuccessful. The Pistons thought that instead of an offensive foul on Sekou Doumbouya, that maybe Darius Garland was guilty, but officials upheld it on review.
So the deficit is 12. Into the lane.
Oh.
Rebound Cleveland. Man, that thing almost went down. Matthew Dellavedova rising. That one rattles around. No good rebound. Thon Maker. Derrick Rose through traffic.
What the hell?
Away. Rebound Cleveland. A 1-on-3 if Garland wanted it. He's got to hold it up. Brandon Knight will reset.
Brandon Knight has had a really good game.
Dellavedova keeps it alive. Osman. Out top. Back out to Osman. Top of the key. Rebound Derrick Rose. A frenetic pace here over the last minute. And now a whistle underneath. That'll go against Garland. Trying to grab on to Thon Maker. Well, you heard Mickey York talking about the schedule, obviously, that we had just had. Now you look at coming up. And the Pistons, 11 of their next 12 are against sub-500 teams. So again, without Blake Griffin for the foreseeable future,
We had in high school we had a shoe dealer.
specialists when they were out in LA, he's able to continue
If you wanted the shoe, you went to this guy and he got you. He got you the shoe you were looking for.
waiting to hear the
All right, peace out, man. Thanks for coming out.
bilateral lead tendonitis. Also Markieff Morris. So they got some guys out, but the schedule is somewhat favorable. Again, 11 of the next 12 against sub-500 teams. That's Japanese Sekou.
I was actually surprised to see that Skip Bayless had a shoe collection like that. I would never have guessed in a million years. I respect it. Although I think he posted a pair of fake J's the other day.
Who gets whistled for the foul.
Being in Flint, that's one thing we have to look out for. It's everywhere, but a lot of people do sell a lot of fake J's around here. You go to the flea market and looks like he's had too many cheeseburgers in his right leg or whatever. I've seen some pretty funny ones.
Jedaminas Petratus, Natalie Sekou, and Brian Forte.
I don't like not having Christian Wood or Andre Drummond out here. Gotta have one of those guys on the court at all time. Okay, my Luke with the step back. They need you to do that about like 5 more times for us. Andre is getting ready to come back in as I say it. Call me Drew Adamas with this one. I caught a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not a boomer. I am not old enough to be a boomer. Good tip. No homo. What? What's that? How did that go in for Thon? Dunk that, Sekou. Aw. I'm happy for the points, but I wanted you to dunk that boy. I would have never seen that. It was not pretty at all, but it worked for Thon. I'll take it. Too bad he's getting ready to come out the game. They're only down 5. I don't know how, but we're only down 5. We got a shot. We definitely have a shot at this thing. And that's nothing to be proudful of. I mean, it's Cleveland. We should be up at least 15. But, I mean, we're hurt. I mean, we got a bunch of guys who haven't really played with each other yet, so they're still learning what each other wants to do. I mean, coming off of our biggest road trip since they said 2018, flying in from LA to Cleveland, playing in 4 different time zones this week or whatever they just said. It could be worse. Yeah, man, I hope Blake does recover from this. Even if we trade him or we move on or whatever it is we're going to do with him, I do hope Blake does recover, man. Hey, man. Coming from the Pistons, I won't be surprised if the Cavs hold on. Doesn't sound like we have much faith in our teams at this point. I just hope you guys give us Sexton if we're gonna trade you guys for Andre. We need a W in the worst possible way. High key it, low key it, middle key it, don't matter. They're already using the donkey for promos and stuff. I love it. I hope they win too, man. It's my team.
Sekou, Christian, and Speed combined for 27 points. They are foundational players with this organization. I'm going to break down exactly what I like.
Yeah, it's his mom. That's his only fan he's got.
Very fun game to watch so far between these two teams. Let's close it out with a win before you guys start back home.
All right, good stuff, fellas. Looking forward to Pistons live. Certainly a lot of basketball left to play here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I'll tell you what, John Beeline, he says some things are starting to slip there. He also wastes very little time trying to...
Hey, man, that's what you get for betting 225 on the Pistons. You should know better at this point. You don't bet actual money on Detroit teams. It never works out.
Drummond gives Thompson a little bit of room. Now Thompson lowers the shoulder, working against Drummond, floats it.
Yeah.
Rebound. Andre.
Great job by the Pistons defensively to leave Cleveland with their last option late in the clock with the basketball.
Oh, we took Sekou out instead of... Oh, man.
Waiting for it to develop. Swings it over.
You better hit that. trash. Why'd we take Sekou out? He was playing great.
The ball reversal was good. In that situation, maybe Thon's not where you wanted it.
How about this?
Okay, Dre.
With the steal, has
What the hell?
Galloway tried to float it in there, almost got no man's land.
Hey, from Lithuania.
Through it. They're gonna say last touch by the Pistons. So
What's going on, man?
the idea was right,
It's from a weird country called Lithuania.
and Andre thought he might keep it.
If you've never seen Semi-Pro, you need to watch Semi-Pro.
The problem on that break a moment ago, you had the Pistons, 3 guys clustered, and therefore a whole lot easier to guard. And Langston tried to float one up there. They let him play through this, but it slips off Langston's hands.
Yeah, a lot like having 3 receivers running the same route. So unfortunate there. Pistons looked to have an opportunity on the break. Instead, they give it right back to Cleveland. Svee trying to defend Osman. Doing a great job crushing the ball. 35
What the
feet to basket, but Brandon Knight left wide open. Didn't matter.
Good thing Brandon Knight cooled down.
And Derrick Rose content to slow the pace a little bit here. Rose in the lane, floater.
Nice, D Rose.
Derrick Rose now with 17 points on the night. That's his season average. The All-Star hopeful. And a whistle. And that's going to go against Derrick Rose.
Hey, we should all vote for Thon Maker. If Boston fans are willing to vote for Taco, we should have voted for Thon Maker. I'm gonna vote for Thon Maker now. He's gonna have at least one vote. You guys are crazy betting money like this.
Go before any real contact happened.
Sometimes it's just so subjective, isn't it?
Here, you guys need. If you guys are gonna come anyway, let me try that again. If you guys are gonna come away from this stream with any knowledge from Detroit Drew, never bet cash money on Detroit teams at all. At all. No matter if it's the Red Wings, Tigers, Lions, or Pistons, don't do it. You already lost your money.
Sexton working against Rose.
Hey, if they do manage to pull it out, then you just need me to stream the game, because I'm lucky.
He wants it back. They give it to Drummond. Top of the key. Muscling his way against
Oh, God damn it. Oh, my God.
I give him all the credit.
How about that? Thon Maker for 3.
If he missed that, he better come out.
They should still come out regardless.
on a 14-4 run, but Sexton back into the lane. He's having a night. 18 points now to Colin Sexton.
Brandon Jennings wore number 7. He wasn't trash.
Against him, uses the left hand. Rolls off. Let's see.
Good interception, the high Luke. I don't like Derrick Rose shooting threes, though, but it's a corner. Yeah. We got the high hand from that corner. 1 point game.
And a technical foul has been issued against Derrick Rose.
What did Derrick Rose get a technical for?
Now, I believe we'll take a look at it. I think he was feeling it a little bit and might have said something after the made 3. And you can understand feeling it a little bit. Cut the deficit to 1.
Soft league.
Smee finding him in the corner. Let's see.
Dude was talking trash to him on the bench.
I can't read lips, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
You told him to suck us. You know what?
Love goes the line. It's the technical free throw.
Well, you just have to hope that
He's smiling about it.
doesn't come back to haunt you, and that
The janitor.
that you're on it.
Yeah, I like Luke, man. He's solid.
He's playing. You put a little chip on the shoulder. Dwayne Casey's even asking what happened.
I wouldn't say he's underrated. I would say he's unproven.
As it is, Cavs lead it by 2. They'll have to fight through it a little bit.
The report on that one is he can get more money in the summer than accepting it now. That's the only reason he did that. I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
Out to Garland. Floater in the lane. No good. Rebound.
All right. Give it to D Rose. D Rose is feeling it. Andre Oop. There we go. Way to go, boys.
On the alley-oop from Derrick Rose. We are tied at 105 apiece.
They need to get Thon Maker drug tested after this game. He's doing steroids or something.
Part of a 19-7 run for the Pistons. Osman.
Nope.
Triple. And that'll work.
Never mind.
Well, they've got shooters out there, and that time spacing helps. They're able to find the best option with time, and one of the easiest spots to knock a three along.
Pistons called a timeout. Oh, and Derrick Rose hit the 3 to tie it, too.
Timeout here from Dwayne Casey as well. Give these guys get a chance
I do like that Osman guy, though. He's a pretty solid player.
frenetic pace. You work your way back to get this thing tied. And then, of course, you leave a guy like Jenny Osman this wide open. He ain't gonna miss. 17 points for Osman.
It's going to come down to a close finish, man. Seems like every time I do one of these watch parties, it comes down to the wire.
Alexa, ask Felix to start my SUV.
I don't think anyone wants to trade for Blake Griffin, though. It's a lot of money. I don't understand why a team would take that contract and give away picks for it. That's the harsh reality of it. But, you know, in this league, I've come to expect never say never. At the end of the day, we traded John Lure for Tony Snell, who's starting for us, and a first-round draft pick. Since we have traded that draft pick away, but I've come to not second-guess what we can get from players. After that one, hey, you guys are some gambling fools.
Hey, if you're a Detroit sports fan, heck, or even a Cleveland sports fan, you can run the IRAN to D5K.
I do not have a Brian Scalabrine jersey. The only white player jersey I have, let me see if I can get it, is right there. I got Dirk. That's the only white player jersey I got. I don't even have a Larry Bird jersey. And I actually hate Steven Adams with a passion. I'm not a big Steven Adams fan. I'm trying to think throughout the histories of time. Oh, Mike Miller. I did not like Mike Miller. I'm not a huge Kyle Korver fan. I'm kind of neutral on that one. I'm trying to think of good white people. There's not too many all-time great great ones in recent memory. He's overrated, man. Super overrated.
And now is a great time to see why. Wow. That's my next book. The auto show may have moved, but you can still find great deals.
Actually, I don't like Kevin Love. I actually don't like Kevin Love.
GM employees with a current Silverado
Shit, I don't hate him. I'm not a fan. Again, I'd probably say I'm neutral.
Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Back here in Cleveland, Cavaliers with a 3-point advantage, but Pistons shooting very well here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's okay. Like I'm lukewarm on Kevin.
Just 31%. Thon Maker gives it up to Svi Mikhailuk out of the timeout. They got what they wanted, but the three wouldn't fall.
Lonzo is not white. He is mixed. Have you not seen LeVar Ball? And that's what I get for talking trash about Kevin Love, I guess. He told me to suck it.
He set a screen and he didn't roll, folks. He popped. He's got 30 points. 30 points. 3 shots.
Let's go, D Rose. You're all we got right now, man.
Clear out. Won't take a whole lot of time with it either.
I know with Kevin Love, you know, a lot was written and a lot was said after, you know, the perceived infighting. Sure. He came out and says he supports his teammates no matter what. You always let your play do what they're talking, and obviously
Why do we have Derrick Rose on Kevin Love?
lead everybody. Sexton
That was almost a poster.
get it to finish. We've seen some high flyers in this game, a lot of good young talent on both sides. Derrick Rose swings it out to Thon Maker, corner three from the other side, no, but rebound Drummond.
Oh, that's a flagrant. He hit the head.
And fouled pretty good.
Review it.
Clearly, the momentum is on the Pistons side. I mean, they're playing with a whole lot of energy. They're together. Andre's doing his thing inside.
Yeah, that's going to be a flagrant one in today's NBA. I don't think it was intentional, but you can't hit him in the head neck area. They've been calling that one pretty conservatively throughout the last couple of years.
Both teams make their way to the bench. And an official review is underway.
I hope we can get Thon Maker in the All-Star. That would be hilarious. I really want to see what would happen if, like, for example, if Caruso and Taco got voted in, like, would they still make it? Because they're not All-Stars, but if they get the majority vote, like, I want to see what would happen, actually.
We're sitting on the first look at it in real time, but certainly.
You know what? To stop Andre, it's probably what it was going to take. A flagrant foul.
You like a good hard foul, but you have to play within the rules. And the replay center got to take a look at
Can we put Sekou back in the game?
a critical call in this game.
They're reviewing it.
We're talking about Kevin Love. How about him?
Andre took a hard foul. They're reviewing to see if it's a flagrant or not.
4 of them from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's a flagrant one. You can't. It wasn't intentional, but you can't hit him in the head or neck area.
That's a good call. Sure, at this juncture of the game.
That's how they've been calling it.
Get Andre's free throws in the ball.
Trailing 111 to 107. Drummond 4 of 5 at the line here tonight. Belfort Property Restoration brings you the Pistons' upcoming schedule. I mentioned some favorable games coming up. We'll get Cleveland again at home on Thursday, then the Bulls.
Damn, we got to play Cleveland again already?
And the Pelicans on Monday before traveling to Boston to face the Celtics. Andre Drummond makes the first. To take that further,
I honestly don't know why Thon's still in the game.
All-Star break are against sub-500 teams. Of course, we're approaching the midway point of the season
Dre's got 21.
here tonight.
Andre make another free throw here, which he
There we go. Dre got 2. Ball does not lie.
could be an opportunity now to tie this thing or even take the lead here.
What do you say we take the lead? Forget the tie-in.
You get something wide open, go for it.
So it'll be Tony Snell to inbound. Don Maker is going to work himself to the other side of the floor. Speed Mikhailic moves to the near block. And they give it to the trustworthy all-star candidate, Derrick Rose. Rose, mid-range, pull-up, rattles off. Rebound Thompson. Have a look at it.
I like the shot. I like
Here we go. Final 2 minutes.
Especially the way he's been going.
This is where big boys step up.
And now Cleveland content to slow the pace here. Garland swings it out to Sexton. Sexton trying to weave past Andre Drummond.
That was a good shot.
No rebound. Andre Drummond. Here comes Derrick Rose. Might wait for numbers, and he does. 1:25 to play. Rose.
Oh, all the way around.
because he had it. He had what he wanted.
You said that right, partner. Point blank range. Just unfortunate that
Stay on love.
still a 2-point game. Minute 8 to play. Garland shaking past Don Maker high off the glass.
Wow. Those are 2 possessions back to back for both teams that they would love to have back. That ball does not like to score at this point.
As much as we couldn't believe it. Yeah. He's saying, huh? Watch his reaction after he misses it.
Let us put oil on the rim or something. That's crazy. Both of those, on both ends, they went all the way around. That's crazy. Timeout, Detroit. This has been a more tightly contested game than I thought we were going to get. Not gonna lie. But hey, we got 150 people in here, man. How's it going, everyone? Whether you're a Pistons fan, Cavaliers fan, do me a favor and please hit that like button to show me you guys appreciate the live stream. Hey, y'all, you got me with that's what she said. I tip of the hat to you, sir. It's usually what I do. I'll go over stats after the game for both teams. Last time I checked, he had like 22. Hey, I won't complain with OT. You won't hear me complain. Cleveland's got Metallica going on in the background. Pistons got the ball. It's all right. See what we got. Tony in the corner. Let's go, Tony. Do the mellow. That's our first lead since 6.5 minutes in the first quarter. I believe Cleveland called a timeout. And that's why I want D-Rose starting, man. They had 3 guys all in the paint trying to stop him, and it left our shooter wide open. Hey, Cleveland's tanking anyway, man. For some reason, they're going to draft another point guard. They're either going to draft LaMelo or Cole Anthony. All we have to do is guard Kevin Love. For some reason, Kevin Love loves to kill us. Yes, this is the time to put Bruce in right now. Absolutely. The Trailblazers Raptors score? I can find out for you just a second. Trailblazers Raptors. 99-99. Here we go. Bruce Brown's in the game. He's on Garland. We got Tony on Kevin Love. Good double team. Good double team. I like it. Box out. Cleveland just needs to reset. What are you doing? Reset. Oh, that's a bailout. That is a bailout. Sexton had it, man. He just rushed it, though. I didn't think he was expecting to be that wide open. And he sold it a little bit. But he definitely rushed it. He's got 19 points. He's about to have 20. All right, Cleveland takes a 1-point lead. 30 seconds. Easy, not even. That's awesome. I love Derrick Rose. I love Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose has got 24. D Rose has got 24. It's a 1-point game, man. 1-point game. It's just good to see Derrick Rose looks healthy, man. It's good for him to have a bounce back season. He's played 30 minutes tonight. Hell yeah. They do play better without Blake. The ball moves around, and they actually have people who can move. No offense to Blake. He is a wizard. He is something else. I have yet during these live streams getting different fan bases in here have any fan base talk bad about Derrick Rose. Everyone loves Derrick Rose. It's beautiful. I don't know if, as a Pistons fan, if we've ever had a player like that before. Where everyone loved him. Derrick Rose is the man. Simple and plain as that. Here we go, though. Let's see what we got. This is a good one. Cleveland's been getting the looks the last couple possessions. So they just been coming up short. If I was them, I'd go right back to Sexton. Give it back to Sexton. Wow. Wow. They said he stepped out of bounds. I can't see. The crowd's right in the way. Yeah, I'll flip the camera angle on that one. It's under review right now. They're saying Sexton stepped out, but I can't see it because the camera angle that they're showing shows the courtside seats. And you can't see where he stepped out at. There we go. There's a good camera angle. That is close. I think he's going to go back to Cleveland. All right. It's going back to Cleveland, but they're determining if they got to reset the shot clock. All right, so they put the shot clock back on, so Cleveland's got a 5-second possession here. 7.8 left in the game, 5 on the shot clock. And they give it to Sexton. Oof. Uh-oh, what happened here? Shot clock violation. Pistons ball. 1.5 on the clock. He didn't get any room. They're reviewing it to see if Tristan Thompson got fouled before the shot clock went off. Okay, so they increase the time to 2.8. Detroit basketball. Oh, I mean, Cleveland's got a chance to foul, but Cleveland does not have any timeouts. So even if they foul, they'll have to inbound it.
These final games on a long road trip, sometimes it's really difficult mustering up the energy and the resolve to play a full 48 minutes. But the Pistons are about
They like doing this wall formation.
if they can keep it and secure it. Last 2.1 here.
Clean inbounds pass here from Tony Snell. Snell out to
Oh, you don't want to give it to Dre, though.
out there right away. So down to 1.6.
Cleveland's able to follow in time at 1.6. Dre going to the line.
Andre, 6 or 7 at the line. He's 6 or 7 at the line, and you just wonder here with 1.6. There's some options. There's some things available if you're the Pistons.
Remember, Cleveland's going to have to go the length of the floor if he misses a free throw.
Which means if you're Andre, if you're the Pistons,
All right, Andre hit one. 2-point game.
if he misses it, there's a chance that the thing could bounce around and it all ends right down there. But I think I would. I'm with you. I'd make this thing.
Being a Pistons fan, I will not be surprised if Cleveland gets the ball and hits a three from full court. I will not be surprised.
Here we go. Andre Drummond. 23 points on the night. 20 rebounds. How about another 20-20 for the big fella? Misses it short, but taps
Missed it.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, should do it.
Hold on.
Hang on. They say hold the
God, another review. I think there's going to be like 0.4 on the clock.
look to be thought maker was able to tap it out, which was good because of the miss.
Whatever happens on the missed free throw in that situation, time is probably going to come off because you're not going to be able to get a clean rebound, and that's what happens. So if Cleveland gets this thing back,
This has been like the longest
it could be 0.3. They may not have enough.
7 seconds of my life. And that's saying a lot.
Because now you start the clock, and there's the clock winding down. Now it's just a matter of what was on the clock when it finally was whistled out of bounds.
Hey, from France, room for Sekou, I hope.
Put something back on the clock. It's just a matter of is it 0.2, 0.3, 0.4?
Yeah, Kevin Love always kills the Pistons, man. If you guys play fantasy basketball and you have Kevin Love, I mean, you should be starting him anyway, but definitely start him every time he plays the Pistons. He kills the Pistons. I called it 0.4 seconds. I will not be. I can't watch because this has happened to us too many times. I can't watch. I'm going to watch anyway, but I will not be surprised if Cleveland hits this.
Yeah, one break for Cleveland, though. They get the ticket and almost take it out at almost half court. Down on the baseline.
Here we go. Oh, they had an alley-oop, too. They had it. He just didn't hang on to it. That is the final game. 115 to 113. Detroit comes back and win. I do play 2K. I do play 2K. Why don't we go ahead and look at the box score. See who did what for both teams. This was a good game, man. All in all, it was a very good game. We will start with Cleveland. They popped up first. Osman had 17, a board, and 2 assists. Kevin Love had 30, 9, 4, and a steal. Tristan Thompson had 8 points, 14 boards, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. Sexton had 20 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, and a steal. Garland had 14, 4, 3, and 2. Brandon Knight, he was killing us at a minute, had 13, 2 boards, and 5 assists. Delhi had 3, 2, and 9. He had a quiet 9 assists. No one was even talking about that. Zizic, I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry, Cleveland fans, had 5 and 9. And Wade? Wait. Who is that? Dean Wade. His name's D. Wade. He had 3 points. That confused the hell out of me. I do not speak French. I can say oui, and that's it. Tony Snell had 18 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists. Sekou Doumbouya had 15 and 2 and 3 steals. Mr. 2020 Andre Drummond had 23 and 20, 5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Mihailuk had 12 and 5 assists. Bruce Brown had 9 and 7 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Langston had 3 points in 19 minutes. But that's Langston for you. Derrick Rose, the man of the hour. D. Rose had 24 and 7. Christian Wood had 6, and Thon had 5. Again, final score is 115 to 113. Must need a win for the Detroit Pistons, man. Cleveland is in a weird predicament because obviously Kevin Love wants out, and they're still recovering from LeBron. So they're going to be a lottery team. I still think they have a ton of young talent over there. They have some building blocks. If they keep Garland and Sexton, I think that will be a good backcourt for them in the next 5 years or so. They just have to develop them the right way. And I know a lot of people from Michigan like rooting for them because of Beeline. So there's that. But on to the Pistons. Must need a win. Again, we're in a weird position too. Because if we're trading Andre, we don't know what direction we're going to move into, for one. But we either have to go full in on this rebuild, or we have to stay committed to making the playoffs. You can't do this thing down the middle. You have to do it one way or the other. And you're only a few games out of the playoffs, and you're only a few games out from being a really, really good lottery team. Yo say Jamie Manager Mobite. No idea what that means, and I'm pretty sure I butchered that one for you. I don't want to know what that means. But yeah, Pistons got to determine which direction they're going to go in. That's really what it comes down to. Everyone played pretty well. I mean, we turned the ball over a lot, but we corrected that. We started to switch into a zone, and we caused some problems defensively. So I appreciate that. I'm thankful for you telling me that and saying it. I will never speak French again until I say Sekou's name. But the highlight of the night was Sekou's dunk. Without Sekou's dunk, it would have been a very interesting game, but that made the night. So it's 9:30. I got to find that clip and put that in the intro. I appreciate all 240 of you that were in here at one point in time. That was pretty insane for the Detroit Pistons and Cleveland Cavaliers. The fan bases are pretty loyal for these guys. I like to hear it. I like to see it as well, because I couldn't hear viewers in here. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but it was a good night. You guys have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow with a video. Don't know what I'm doing yet, but be sure to check out the description. Hit that like button if you have not done so already, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Are you ready?